Blah, y'all already know what it is. Your boy Yaakov, what it do? The outlet to reality, the holders podcast, Vegas and Chicago. What up? This is the place where you want to hide from your drama, or maybe hide from your baby mama. Just kidding. But anyways, fam, thank you for staying tuned. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Ching! And today we have a very, very special guest. I had to bring him back. Is my best friend from Chicago, Victor Collaso. And by the way, fans out there, if you don't know, he was on my podcast a couple months ago. Had to bring him back. And he is a film director, script writer. This homie is like, I'm telling you, the big deal. So y'all gotta pay attention what he say. Because sometimes he be telling me stuff and I'm like, damn, it came from the heart. So real quick, fans, my brother, I don't know, he getting a lot of messages. I'm telling you, man, all these producers, they're trying to get him on board. That's why he, it's really hard to get him at this point. I heard, I don't know, you're in the background. But Victor, brother, thank you for coming through, brother.
Yes, thank you, David, for bringing me back. Sorry, I got some pop-ups coming up on here sometimes, so forgive me if you hear anything.
Yeah. Make sure they're not viruses, because that stuff be coming out of nowhere, man.
It might be one. It might be one.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be watching those videos, you know what I'm saying? Not just kidding. But look, for my fans out there, I usually share a story, but today I have a very big announcement to share. Okay. So I just received a package. Okay, for those who can see it right here. It's a gift from DJ Sincere, who is one of the hottest DJs in Vegas. If you don't know, now you know, like Biggie Small says. But he was on my podcast too a couple months ago, and this is crazy. He actually sent me a gift out of like kindness, out of his gratitude for me having him on my podcast. And it's a big deal because he's one of my favorites of all time. So I want to open this gift with you guys, for everyone, and let's see what it is. I'm excited. I don't know what's going to be. I'm going to check it out, and we're going to about to open it up. Now, I'm not going to show you the other side because the other side has my address, and I have to protect myself because I don't have security guards yet. So if I were to get kidnapped and get killed, that's your problem. So I can't risk that. I can't risk it, okay? So let me open it up and see what's up. Here we go. Okay. Oh, snap! I feel some stuff. Okay. All right, guys. So check this out. One of the first things I got. Oh shit! It fell, Ricky. It fell. I got a little sticker for those who can't see. I mean, the light's a little bright, but it's a sticker of his face, and he's going like this. Hey, we're gonna keep it secret. And then got another one with his pen, like this is not a pen. What's it called? Like the ones that keychain, right?
Yeah, keychain.
I was gonna say two chain, but you don't say touche. But if you look at it, I don't know if you can. Oh shit, it's backwards. I'm showing you it is backwards. There it is, right there, y'all. It's like his face. I'm trying to get like a good angle, right there. You see it? That one looks a little better. That's his face. Better. I guess this is his promotion, right? And he gave me more stickers too, like magnets. I got one right here for those who could see it. This is a magnet, right? I mean, this is a little hard to see. I can't even see it. It's like trying to attack me. But anyways, the same head with the same hat. And then he gave me a sticker of his DJ Sincere, his name. If you could see it, the name Sin is bigger than Seer. You know what I'm saying? But and then I gotta show you all the last thing he gave me. He gave me his mixtape.
Play that thing.
This is yo. Who has seen a cassette since the 90s? I have not carried a cassette that long. Like, he must really think I don't have a CD player or
Spotify.
What'd you say?
Spotify.
Yeah. You looking now right here. Look at that, guys. I want y'all to see that. This is a real cassette for y'all younger generation. Let me see if I can put better. Yeah. I think right here you can see. You can't really see it. Oh, right there. So, if, for those who don't know, this is a cassette. So these are the things that you actually put in this little. What's it called? The cassette tape, or what's the thing you put
Yeah,
it on?
you got it right. Cassette tape.
Cassette tape. So you put
Cassette
it
player.
in, and you just play it. There's a button you press play, right? So with these cassettes, I'm gonna be real with you. You have to, let's say you listen to the whole thing. In order to go backwards and listen to the whole thing from what you just listened to, you literally in this little middle circle, you have to scroll it like that. Almost like you're I'm sorry for my language, almost like if you're fingering a special like if you're fingering you don't say see, I don't know how to say it, I don't know how it came out, but it happened. But yeah, literally you gotta go like and it's a workout because I don't know if y'all remember, but I used to sweat when I used to rewind. Like, man, I want to hear that song again. And then it, and then it, and then it, and then you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then I'd be like, go eat, Jake. You know what I'm saying? And I had a big old headphones, bro. Bro, I look like the goofiest kid on the block. It's crazy. I'm gonna tell y'all some stuff. When I was in high school, I actually didn't have a CD player. I had a cassette tape because I couldn't afford one. So I had a little cassette, and I was like, yeah,
Jamming old style.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? You remember the boombox, right?
Right, right.
Everybody used to carry it like this, bro. Man, I didn't grow up having one like that, but I had I had inspirations to have that. But
Yeah,
actually,
Radio Raheem.
oh yeah, like Raheem, yeah, from
Raheem.
Do the Right Thing.
Do the right thing.
Yeah. Oh, great movie, y'all, from Spike Lee. Y'all got to check it out. Thanks to my brother, he actually made me watch that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Quick
Great
question,
film
brother.
right there. What's up?
That movie, what did you think about the ending of that movie? Did you like how it ended, or you wish it was different?
I like how it ended. I know Spike recently was just talking about it, and it still matters to this day. Did he actually do the right thing? Was he right to actually mess up his boss's storefront for spoilers? And I absolutely think that was actually right to stand up for your people versus for your job and stuff, like where your priorities are. So yeah, I really enjoyed like that ending, and it was very powerful.
Yeah, I was actually not expecting that, to be honest.
Mm.
When I saw it, I was like, man, what the? I was like, oh, I was like, yo, I was eating a popcorn. Like I was a little nervous. I was like, man, this guy he got balls. And a lot of people don't got balls these days. Sometimes they drop forward or they just jiggle, but they don't have balls. But they got balls. But yeah, that movie, hands down, man. I think that movie really shows um different angles. Like for me, what I saw from that movie is a lot of what's that called, Vic? I know you know the term in where they record like people's reactions and their own commentary within the movie.
What are you talking about? Voiceover?
Not voiceover. It's like, so they'll record like the main actor or like the owner of the grocery store,
Uh huh.
Asian person, and they all shared like something about each race. You remember that?
It's not a particular term.
They do that in the office.
Oh, you're talking about breaking the fourth wall?
There you go. There you go. Thank you, bro.
Yeah,
Can you
talking
explain a little
heads.
bit about that? Because you do it better. I'm gonna be honest.
It's just like breaking the fourth wall. That's like literally the characters are literally talking to the audience, explaining how they're feeling in that particular moment.
Thank you.
So that's all fourth wall is.
Thank you. Take us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be able to explain that. But see, you know what I was talking about. I think they did a great job with that, to be honest.
Yeah, Spike is very good at doing that. He did that on Malcolm X a little bit.
Oh yeah, great movie too. Oof, that's actually one of my favorite movies of all time. I ain't gonna lie. Denzel killed that movie for sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
Denzel's son was in there too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I had to go back. He had a small, very, very small part. He was at the very end when all the kids say, "I am Malcolm X." He was the very first one with the squeaky voice. That was
Wow.
John David Washington. If you look at the credits, his father's number one. He like number 44.
Dang.
Now today he's number one.
Right. No, for real.
Right.
With the new movie he's in, what's it
Tenet.
called? Black Judah.
No, man, he ain't in that.
Oh no,
He
no,
was in
it was the
Malcolm.
Klansman.
Yeah, Black Klansman 2018, but he did Tenet last year, and then this year he did Malcolm and Marie with Zendaya.
Oh, so I didn't see that one.
Yeah,
Is that one
that's
good?
on Netflix now. It's decent. It's decent.
Oh, is that the one? Wait. Is that the one when he's stuck with this girl and it takes place the entire home and they're like
Yeah.
arguing?
Yep. That's it.
Okay, so let me tell you something about that. I don't know what you think. I don't know if you saw it, but I heard that it was a dialogue that it kind of kept going circles, and I don't know if I'm right, but it kind of sounded like they were toxic.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They were toxic. I mean, if people have ever been in a toxic relationship with family or girlfriend, whatever, very much so, because he was a person who was very narcissistic, being a director, uh, and then she being an actress and having addiction to drugs and everything. They were just like they're just not a match really together, and that was the whole thing. They just kept fighting each other. I didn't really particularly like the film. When I first saw it, it was okay, and then I saw it the second time, and it just kept going on and on and on. Like every single fight felt like it took 20 minutes, but it was only like 6, 7 minutes of the runtime. I
Oh
was like,
wow.
man, they talking a long time about this one thing. Then they go from happy, and then all of a sudden it's sad, and then they're arguing and they're fighting. And some things, it's not truly relatable, like for Black people, because you can clearly see this was really kind of written towards like from a white perspective, using a Black talking voice.
Oh wow.
So yeah,
What argument you felt that wasn't like accurate?
well, it wasn't. Well, when he was talking about as a director, certain people writing reviews and stuff like that, and he's just going on being a Black man, why he did this. It could have just been completely how I felt versus political, and they make it political. I mean, most filmmakers, whenever you do something, it's going to be political, even if you don't want to. But for that director, it kind of felt like as if he was like ranting himself. I don't know. He's a Sam something. He does the shows to Euphoria with Zendaya,
Oh yeah.
and they're much about relationships and stuff like that, and very gender fluid and stuff like that. But you can kind of hear like there were some things that John David Washington just did, and it just didn't feel authentic.
Mm.
Like first of all, one, who makes macaroni, mac and cheese so bland like that? No seasoning, nothing like that. Straight off from the box.
Oh hell nah.
And I'm like, you guys got money, so you could have made it a little bit better, but that's what some people do. Some white people do that. They
Right.
like it straight from the box, no seasoning.
Yeah, you got to go to the oven. If you want to make some good mac and cheese, you got to get eggs, you got to get cheese. You got to really throw down if you're going to make that good
Right.
stuff.
They could have made that conversation a little bit better with her just cooking and arguing. She just put it on the stove, cut the oven on, put it in the bowl, and there you go.
Damn,
It
bro.
was that quick.
Bro, no lie, that movie looked like it was a very easy budget to make because
it was a small budget film because it was done during the time of our pandemic. It was like made so the pandemic hit us in the U.S. in March, like
yeah.
big time in March, and that was around the time that they really started making the film. It was a small crew of like 12 to 15 people in
Oh
that
wow.
one home and stuff like that, and it took about I think 12 days of shooting, if that, probably less than that, probably 8 days, and took a couple of months, and then finally was bought from I believe during Sundance or something. It was bought by Netflix and then released this year in March.
Oh wow.
So yeah, if people want to see how toxic relationships are, that's where it became authentic. Like how toxic relationships are, 100%. That's how
Damn.
they are. But as far as like ethnicity, not really.
Damn. Okay. All right. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Well, real quick for my fans out there today, I want to share. Actually, You know, like I said, this is my best friend, Victor Collaso. And brother, I want you to kind of explain to the fans, because you never got a chance to explain how did we really met.
How do we really meet?
Yeah.
All right, so we actually met at Northeastern, but not actually on the campus, around the campus. So we met at this church event, and they were out there. They got you when you like one of those lonely students walk around the campus and like, hey, would you like to come to our Bible study and everything? And I'm thinking to myself, well, this would be a chance to like to get know some people, maybe meet somebody. And this is when I met you. And it was a very interesting thing because it felt more like a cult. They were one of those church people that's just like, you were like a hostage. Like, you can't leave until the service is done. That's it. It had a very, like, not gothic, but it was like one of those holy, like, churches that's just like singing, "Oh, wonderful." Oh. Do you remember that song?
Yeah, I remember that. I was like, what the? There's no piano.
And so, and then that's when we also met one of our teachers at that time. He actually, it felt like being a Jedi Knight, and we were just two Padawans, and he got us, and he's just like, all right, I want to teach you guys about this, blah, blah. And, I come from a Christian background. Of course, my father was Catholic, but my mother's been around, but mainly Christian. So I already pretty much knew about this stuff, and it was like unnecessary, but it was nice to get to know a little bit more from their perspective, but it became a little bit too much. It was just like, it's that and nothing else. You got out of there quickly. You left me there for a whole year.
I can explain. Let me tell y'all real quick. When I met my brother Vic, it was like I guess a welcome to the club, but there was a bunch of food, right, Vic? There was a lot of food.
Right, yeah.
On the top in the table at the Bible house, right, which is literally like less than a block from Northeastern. Now I got there, man, I'm thinking like, damn, I'm gonna get free food and stuff like that. And I see Vic, and I was like, hey Vic, so what do you want to do? And he's like, man, I'm gonna be a film director. I'm like, oh snap. So I was like, bro, I recommend 3 movies you gotta watch, and this is gonna help you become the best director of all time. That's what I told him. So it's on Facing Giants. It's a football movie.
Great
And
film.
Bullet, what was the movie? Fireproof.
Oh.
So Vic was so excited. Oh, I never heard about these movies. I'm like, brother, it would change your life right now. So Vic was so excited. He's like, oh shit. And so that was the first time we had a encounter. And then I got his phone number. And then like a couple weeks later, I wanted to have a movie night.
Mm-hmm.
So I invited Vic, invited a few friends of mine, and one of my mentors at that time. So they came through. We watched Fast and Furious 8, Taken.
Oh, Fast and Furious 5.
Oh, 5.
2011.
My bad. 5, the one with Brazil. This is Brazil. So we saw that. We had like a game night. It was really cool. I felt like that's what me and Vic got more closer from that movie night. He did tell me his honest opinion about the 2 movies. He said, first of all, brother, the Fireproof movie is one of the most terrible movies I've ever seen. And he's like, I don't know why you recommend me this movie. Because I was like, all right, man, what's the point of this movie? He destroyed his computer, his Apple computer. And I'm like, and you're like, that's so precious. You know what I'm saying? I would never break my own computer.
The thing about it is that you kept recommending, like every single time you'll see me in the hallways, like, hey, did you see Fireproof? Did you see Fireproof? And because you recommended those 2 movies. And Face of the Giants, I saw a small clip in high school, that part where he's walking on the field with that guy on his back. Yeah. Our football coach played us that scene. So I heard about that movie, and I finally got to see it. Great film. That was a good recommendation.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Fireproof, you kept hounding me about seeing it. And then I finally found a digital copy. My father got it for me. And I'm like, okay, I got to see this movie because David keeps talking about it. It's been like a whole 2 months. I'm finally going to see it. And I see it. And I'm just like, it's not as good as he said it was. It wasn't good at all. I didn't like the film. I did not enjoy the film. Yes, that part when he destroys the Apple computer, it just like, why? Just delete all your stuff off your hardware. That's it. I mean, he got money like that to buy another one. So, but to just take your golf club and just smash it and all this, like, dang, man, maybe get some therapy,
Yeah.
or something like that. I just recently saw a movie called Thanks for Sharing that came out back in, around that time, around 2012, where
Dude,
Mark Ruffalo.
I thought you just said thanks, Sharon. That's what I thought you said.
uh,
I thought you just said that. Thanks, Sharon.
Yes, no, it's thanks for sharing. So
Okay.
it's about these group of people who are sex addicts. Well, it's about all type of addicts, but mainly sex addicts. And so Mark Ruffalo is in there, Josh Gad, and Tim Robbins. And so Mark Ruffalo's character is he's really a calm business person, but he has this dark side, which is he's a sex addict. And he's been like 5 years sober and stuff like that. So he finally finds a relationship with Gwyneth Paltrow's character. But then he has this thing where every time he goes to a hotel for business or anything, he always tells them to take the TV out, and he never brings a computer with him. And I'm just like, you know what? That movie Fireproof, maybe he should have just did that. Just have somebody take his computer away, and that's it. His porn addiction would be done.
Right, right.
You gotta talk to somebody, and that's why I like brought that up. Thanks for sharing.
Oh yeah, of course. Now, real quick, I gotta get your honest opinion, and maybe I'm wrong. But this code that Vic was talking about, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not gonna say the full what's it called acronym, so I'm gonna call it UBSCCFFAAKKKCCGGG. That's the name of the code that I was talking about. Now, this code right here, by the way, they're very interesting people. I ain't gonna lie. We had people that were like old in that building, like old. I mean, I could think of this dude. I remember one time me and Vic, we used to hang out right there. And sometimes we'll sneak in. Vic would take naps. I don't know how you take a nap there. It's always cold. But there was this dude that lived upstairs. He looked like the Grinch that sold Christmas. I ain't gonna lie. Most ugliest dude I ever seen. And there'll be random times he'd be playing what's the clarinet? Or what was he playing?
I don't know what instrument. He'll be playing something. I think you only saw. I don't remember seeing him. I don't know.
What guy I'm talking about, right?
The short one?
The short one, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know. I think he was playing like some type of flute or something or whatever. But he kept playing the same old thing. It was boring as hell. And he just stay up in his room and that's it. And yeah, it was super cold in that room.
Oh yeah.
But that was my only place I'll go to. Like when I had like a 4-hour break.
Yeah.
I'll just go in there, sleep, and that's it. Remember that one time when we were doing Take One, Pass It Back?
Oh, you gotta tell the story. Guys. By the way, before he tells the story, y'all gotta understand. At that time, my brother was so committed to this cult. Mm-hmm. They sucked you in. He actually became the treasurer of that club?
I was the treasurer.
He was the treasurer. He controlled the money. Now, check this out. At the time, we were part of Take One, Pass It Back. Me and him, we were the creators. And we were wanting to do the Hunger Games parody in that place because it's a big house. No one was really there. Brother, you could continue what happened that night.
So what happened was I told him, like, well, there's a day where, they don't actually show. So I'm thinking, like, maybe this Sunday we can just, film in this place and that's it. I was wrong. I didn't get permission and stuff like that because I know, like, first of all, they want everybody to join their church. So I didn't want the crew to come in and then hate you and me for bringing them to this thing. And so I just said, let's go ahead and sneak. So here we are setting up the camera and everything, setting up for this shoot. And here comes one of the mentors come in who knows me. And you and our hearts just drop like that moment. And it's just like, what are you guys doing here? And then he comes and says, like, Vic, David, can I talk to you? And he takes us in the room and he's like, I don't know why you guys are doing this and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. And That was the most embarrassing thing, especially being a filmmaker. You gotta tell people like, yeah, we're not allowed to use that, but we were just gonna sneak. It was funny getting Ronnie and George's and Jesus's reaction just to see like, you know, what's going on and everything. I had to cancel that day's shoot and we had to end up shooting at Mel's place the next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a real strange thing. Never do that as a filmmaker. You know, you're always doing that run and gun stuff. Get permission. Get permission from every place you go. And if you can't, you better shoot quick as hell. Just shoot
real. That's what we did. We did. Now, real quick, brother, I'm gonna be honest with you. From my perspective, I think you had every power because you had the code to the place to get in.
Right. Yeah.
You were the treasurer, so you had a lot of power. I just think that they were afraid that you had too much power, so they tried to take it away, which is usually what code do. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing too that you forgot about. So while me and Vic got kicked out of our little filming session, I ordered Domino's that day. So while we were going to the freaking library where we had a little meeting, Domino's called me. We're right here in front of this house. Ain't nobody here. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, oh snap, the pizza's still there. So I ran like a little rat. And then I came in, I grabbed the pizza. It was raining, pouring. And it was funny because I'm supposed to open the door and take the pizza in. I was behind the pizza van and I grabbed the pizza and I ran out. You know what I'm saying? I ran away because I didn't want to be in trouble with the cult. You know what I'm saying? They're crazy. So that's one thing I remember. Another thing I got to say, my brother, they were so concerned of changing my mind. You remember that time we used to have the Bible study? Mm-hmm. They were like, David, let me talk to you. So we were always reading about Timothy. You remember we used to read Timothy, the book of Timothy?
We were on Timothy for a whole year, man.
Whole year and Proverbs. That was the two books we always kept reading. Yeah. He was like the teacher, David, you're in the wrong path. I said, which path are we talking about? We talking about Cicero, or we talking about you know what I'm saying, Kimbo over the street, right? Like, did I make a wrong turn? No, brother. You're not understanding. Like every time he read a verse, it had to do with me. See, David, you're not gonna be saved. What do you mean I ain't gonna be saved? No, I'm next to my best friend Vic, right? Mm. And he always saw I always had to defend myself. You're not gonna be saved, brother. You don't accept Jesus. I said, I accept Jesus, that he's my brother from another mother, but I just don't accept him as my savior. That's it. That's a little different. And he said, that's why you ain't gonna be saved. Well, let me tell you something. I love you, brother. That's what I told him. I love you so much. You're my brother. He's like, I don't care. You love me. You don't get the point. You're not gonna be saved tonight. That's what he told me straight up. Always had to defend myself at this time, you know, and I think everybody had the right to believe what they had to believe. And I told him, I'm just here to learn. I'm not here to change nobody's ideas. I'm here to learn. He didn't like that. So I noticed that we had a lot of beef. He liked Victor the most. I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason why he liked Victor the most, because Victor had the newest phone before I had the newest phone, and he had 3 free batteries that go with the phone. So I was way behind Victor. I had the flip phone at that time. So I saw Vic with a touch screen. He had the battery. I'm like, damn, Vic, you got a new phone. So Vic is like, I got to take this opportunity. If they're going to give me a new phone, they're going to give me more power. I'm going to get more things. So I'm going to stay. And he did stay longer than me. I probably stayed. How long you think I stayed, Vic?
I think for like a good 9 months.
Damn.
Like 9 months. I think you stayed where I stayed like years. And I did that so we can get the camera for Take One Pass It Back.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Exactly.
Please do tell.
Yeah, so one of them had a camera that they really didn't know how to use and everything. And so I was just like, hey, you know, it's a great startup camera. It was the Canon T3i. And that was a great startup camera for any filmmaker. If you want to start out, get that camera. or the newer versions like the T79, whatever, T8. But she didn't even know what she actually had. So I would use it for like certain shoots and stuff like that. And we were just doing Take One Pass It Back the first season, so we kept borrowing the camera from this person. And so eventually we just got to a point where we're using it too often. Well, why don't I just buy it from you? So me and you combined our money together and we end up buying the camera. And it took so long, but they didn't really want to do business with you no more since you left the Jedi Council. And I was still up in there. Yeah, it's wrong. But you gotta get what you gotta get, man. If you gotta be like Rocky. You gotta keep going step by step. You get stronger and stronger. So pretty much I had to go and get that camera for us. I had to make that sacrifice, stay all those meetings, stay all that time, and I swear it was not the best experience. I got trauma sometimes. I'm gonna have nightmares when I go to sleep now.
Man, all I gotta say, fam, is
that one time when she saw Jesus in a chocolate cake.
Oh, you gotta tell about Pennsylvania. You gotta tell them about Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, when we were at a dorm in Pennsylvania, some Pennsylvania university. Yeah. And so that guy, he actually wanted us to come out every morning for the 5 days we were there to watch their service and stuff. And you and I want to just sleep around and just watch a movie here and there, and meet them in the afternoon. Right. And he's just like, nah, you guys can't do that. So we came to one morning. We got there about 9 o'clock, where they start about 8:30 or something. And the first thing we hear is this one woman on this big giant screen say, this is a perfect place. This is where I found Jesus. And I found Jesus in a chocolate cake. And you and I look at each other, Jesus in a chocolate cake. And it reminded me of that Paul Mooney joke.
Right.
I don't know. You might have a disclaimer or something like that. I was just like, what did she do? Like, dip her face in that chocolate cake? Right. Because I found Jesus in this chocolate cake.
Right. Jesus. That was the craziest time, man. And I told that teacher, the mentor that we had at that time, I told him, brother, do you hear what these testimonies are telling people? That they're making, it's almost like they're making love with the food or desserts. Yeah. And they're finding their faith through that. Like that's some BS. Like, I'm sorry, but that is not how you build faith. I'm sorry. I feel like, and I was trying to tell him, and here's another thing too.
Well, they forced it.
What's up?
They were forcing on you. So that was another thing about them. It wasn't like by choice. It's like, okay, you come and see it. It's just like you feel like, okay, I'll stay here, whatever. But they once they lock you in, they didn't want to let you go. Yeah. And when you argue with them, they pull out every little thing just to build up that point. And it doesn't matter. You can never change their mind. Right. And they were right, you were wrong. Every time.
It's so true. So true. I agree with you, brother. It was one of the craziest experiences I've been. One thing too is that in Pennsylvania, when we used to sneak out, we would watch. I remember we watched Hangover in the room. Remember?
Hangover Part 3.
Yeah, Part 3. We were like, bro, forget this. This is what we did. We had a schedule. Me and Vic, we're gonna go to McDonald's. We're gonna get some, McChicken, whatever we need, and we're gonna bring it to our room because we had our own dorm. And we will watch the movie on my laptop and just have. Was it your laptop or my laptop? I don't know.
I think it was your laptop.
My laptop. And so we will watch the movie there. And man, we have a great time. And I knew our mentor was looking for us that whole time. Because he's like, damn, I can't find him. And so I'm like, yeah, we trying to do what we had to do. Okay. And I'm trying to have a good time, man. We had a long walk. I remember we found a frat house. Remember? Like a couple blocks?
Yeah, we found a frat house, yeah.
So, dude, we were crazy. And at one time, they had us do a volunteer work where we had people coming into this event. I think it was like some happy day. I forgot what was it for, but it was something about faith and chocolate and all that. But the thing is, we had to dress up that day. It was the only day we dressed up. I ain't gonna lie, I was looking fly. I had khaki pants, a button-down shirt, And my brother Vic actually put a whole suit on when we went there. And all we had to do was pass out these flyers, man, and come through. You know, you're gonna have a great time. You know, you're gonna change your life. But and we had to like have a conversation with them, right? And bring a lot of joy, pretty much, in that little conference. So we were by the door, right? But every time people came in, they always gave me attitude. And I said, "Why y'all give me attitude?" They're like, "We don't want to talk to you. We want to talk to the manager right there, the guy right there with the suit." You remember that?
I remember that. They'll literally pass by you, and they're like, "No, I want to talk to him. I want to talk to him." And you were just like, what did you used to say? You call yourself you like the manager at CVS?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what you said. You like a supervisor or manager at CVS because you were dressed up, but it wasn't like a suit. Like everybody who like had a button up or a tie and all this slacks and everything. You had on. It was kind of like business casual.
yeah,
Like in a sense, but yeah, they would just like bypass you. What was interesting was I don't know if you remember, but it was like an international thing. So they brought people from all different countries and everything. And the funny thing that she would say like, okay, I want everybody from Australia to stand up. And I saw the people from Australia stand up, and they were all Asian. And they said like, okay, we want people from Mexico to stand up, all Asian. And then they get to Africa. I'm like, okay, here comes the black people. It's all Asians. I was like, wait a minute. So the world is not what they say it is. It's all Asian or something. I was just like, where did all these Asians come from? I'm not no lie. I know you just had a podcast recently about Asians in America.
yeah.
But man, I was very surprised to see like a lot of Asians in so many different countries representing this. I'm just like, nah, I think they didn't know where they were. They got captured just like you and me.
Yeah, they got excited. The old step, it's time for us to get up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, happy day. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh man, it's crazy, bro. You know, honestly, man, I don't know how we survived that, man. To be honest, bro, I'm gonna be honest. I actually brought my sister to one of the meetings. Desiree.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
She came in. She said she was freaked out. The dude that was playing the clarinet that I was talking about earlier in the story.
Yeah.
She's like, he was like, like every time
He didn't know how to talk to. He didn't know how to talk to people.
No, he didn't. He was the most awkwardest dude I mean, I kind of got scared for this fool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And his hand looked like a werewolf. So he was like, let's go get some weight. That's how he was saying. I'm hungry. my sister Desiree, she was freaking out. Don't invite him. And my dumb self said, "Yeah, come with us somewhere." Hungry, like, oh yeah, like that's how he sounded. I was like, "Yo, now I understand." Since he does look creepy like that, and like everything he would eat, like it don't matter what it was, he would be. Like it was like a freaking chickmunk from the Alvin and Chipmunks, and I was like, "Damn, this is freaking crazy." And I'm gonna be honest, man. One thing that I did that I can't believe, I don't know how I put my mind to it, but I used to teach our mentors at that time, bachata.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that I remember I used to fight with them is that they were like, "If you're gonna teach us bachata, you have to put Christian bachata, okay? No romantic words in bachata." I'm like, "Bro, you don't understand nothing what this song is saying. I'm gonna be real." "No, I need to hear that has about Christianity." I was like, "Well, look, brother, it doesn't have to always be about that. It could be about love, man. Love is powerful, man. That's all I gotta say." No. And they were so strict, man. I was like, "Damn, bro, come on, man. We gotta have some fun sometime." Now, here's one thing I'm gonna be honest with you, Vic. Until this day, I am still sad that we never did this. So they did tell us, Vic, that we could live in the Bible house, by the way. And for those who don't know, it's a big place. It's a basement, middle floor, and the attic, right? They asked me and Vic to move into it because we've been one of the most faithful people in the club. We've been very devoted. We come there all the time. We even ate with them. And I said, Vic, if you move in with me, brother, we're gonna make change. Vic is like, I can't live with you, brother. I'm sorry. That's what he said. My best friend said, I can't live with you. My heart broke. My heart broke. And my mentor goes, what did he say? He said he can't live with me. And I was so sad, man. I was like, Mom, Vic don't want to live with me. He said he can't. And my mom was like, it's okay. Maybe he's having a bad day. Don't worry. I was so sad, bro. I never get sad. You imagine your best friend tell you he don't want to live with you. So I had to brush off my teardrops. And when my mentor told me that the only way you could sleep, here's the main rules. He gave out the rules about sleeping in the Bible house and living there. You cannot bring any girls there. I said, what? I was like, what? Yeah, you can't bring no girl. I said, why? Because we had an incident where one of our students that lived there brought a girl and got her pregnant. I said, brother, I'm not going to do that mistake because I believe in rubber. I believe in condoms. They're real. They actually prevent you from having a kid if it don't break. He said, you definitely are not qualified to live in this Bible house. So that was the first strike. Second strike, he said that I have to go to the service every Friday and I think Sunday. It was mandatory. That was a check I cannot commit, right? So moving forward, me and Vic, we got a little older. We graduated. And I told Vic, I'm trying to pop in the question again. Maybe he's going to change, give a better answer. I said, Vic, we should move in together, brother. I can't. Oh, shit. What did you say? I didn't hear you right. I can't. Not with you. I got stabbed. And I said, brother, why? Like, what did I do? I said, and you're like, the best way I could tell you, David, is just that I need my privacy, brother. That's it. It's just, you just don't fit it. But I want to hear your perspective why you didn't, brother. I just want to hear it.
I mean, it's true. You're extrovert. I'm an introvert. Okay, so introverts, we need that time to where we we need space away from other people to like get energy and stuff like that. Bro, you are like, it's high maintenance. Like, you come in, I know that you will be a person, because I live with you at your mom's place. And it was funny because we'll be in the same room. And I'd be like, hey, man, I want to go to sleep. And David keeps talking. He keeps going and going and going. And that's when I just develop my military sleep. I'd be like, remember, I just go to sleep in 2 minutes every single time.
I hated it. I hated it, guys.
I had to do it every single time. I'm like, dang, okay, man. I'd be like, hey, David, it's like 11:30, man. I got to go to sleep. He's like, no, man, you got to stay up, bro. I'm like, nah, 11:32, gone, sleep. And if I lived in an apartment with you, I swear to God, I might have gone crazy or something. I might have gone crazy. I'm like, I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I mean, I guess it's just like time to time. I just need that space. That's why, man.
It broke my heart. Well, to be honest with you, man, I honestly, this is how I feel.
I'm like bruh man for the fourth floor.
Right.
Bruh man for the fourth floor. That's it. I come down, get my sandwiches, and I come out the window. That's it.
Catch y'all later. But here's the thing, man. So, Vic, I'm gonna be real with you, man. I think that because at that time in my life, and for those who don't know, man, I grew up in a big family. So when every time I was in college and I was having lunch, I had to eat with somebody. Like, I don't know why, I just had to. It got to the point where Vic is like, oh, I got it. Dang, David, you can't eat by yourself. No, Vic, I just can't. And I was just like, I don't know what was wrong with me, but I just couldn't. I felt like if I ate by myself, I was in a prison and I I just couldn't leave the cell. But the moment I saw a human being in front of me and I got to eat with them, I felt like I was in prison. I don't know why. So every time I saw Vic, I'd be like, Vic, let's go eat together. And you're like, damn, I just ate with you like 5 times this week. Vic, please, brother, you don't understand. Like, I just got a good burger and I just can't eat it by myself. I need you there, brother, please. You're like, oh, great, fine, we'll do it. And it got to the point, too, when my brother would sleep over to my house. Vic was like, okay, he's been there for like a week, okay, guys? He only packed clothes for like 2 days, by the way.
Oh, God, that day.
I said, Vic, please don't go. And Vic was like, I gotta go, bro. I gotta go shower. I gotta do a lot of stuff, man. I gotta be with the family. Vic, please don't go, man. Don't go. I was like, brother, please. I really don't want you to go. And then Daniel was like, my cousin, he's like, man, Vic is here all the time. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because me and Vic, honestly, people don't believe this, but I'm telling you guys the truth. This is my brother. I will fight for him no matter what. One time my cousin Daniel came in, right? And it was like pretty late. And I told Vic, play dead. And we pretend we were sleeping. And Daniel opens the door. Guys, I know you're awake. You remember?
I remember that. It was like Andy, like Toy Story and crap. Yeah. We had to like go. Dang, Daniel just kept going. I'll never forget that time when you messed up that hole when we had to get that mouse. Remember?
Oh man, dude. I was not a good protector. I was not.
I could not believe how you messed up the whole thing. So your other cousin Pablo, it was you, me, Henry, and Jimmy, and was Daniel down there? Yeah, Daniel. But Daniel was so scared, so he was like all the way back there with Jimmy.
Yeah.
And then I think Henry was like upstairs and something. And so me and Pablo had brooms, and you had the big giant box. You were like third. Right. And it would be okay. So Pablo says me and Vic would guide him and try to like hit him with the broom and like trap him or something. And if he gets past us, David, you're gonna just drop the box, and that'll be game over. I'm sorry, damn, that's fucked up to that mouse, but you had to get the mouse because it went right into their room. And so we finally did it. We cornered the mouse, and then it got past me and Pablo so quickly. But no, it didn't even get past us yet. You literally like saw it for 1 second, and literally it was like a delay. Like the dang mouse already passed you, and you dropped the box and then jumped, which we didn't understand. It's just like the mouse was so quick. It got past me and Pablo so quickly, and it's already running up the stairs. And you know where it ran to? Your room.
Right.
And so it's just like, see, that's what you get, David, for dropping the box so early. So late as hell, too. It was just so late, and we just didn't understand, like, how did you drop the box?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I forgot to
count
5, 6, 7, 8, 10. You know what I'm saying? But real quick, man, I gotta just share the story because this actually is fresh in my brain. I just remembered one time it was me, you, and my cousin Daniel were watching La Casa de Papi from Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
First time is an all Spanish movie. And Will Ferrell does an excellent job speaking Spanish. Okay, I fell asleep in the movie. Victor's watching it, and my cousin Daniel in the living room. Okay. There was a big old sex scene that was happening. Everybody was butt naked. All you hear was and clap. Back it up. You know what I'm saying? You just hear that. My mom comes out running. David, ¿qué estás mirando? What are you watching? And I freaked out. Right away, I woke up and I was like this with the controller. Boom, turn it off. And Victor's like, how did you get, like, you were knocked out and you literally found the controller like magical.
It was so dark. You had a black couch and it was like no lights on. The only light that we had was the TV. I couldn't even see the remote and it was sitting right next to me. I was like, okay, here comes your mom. And I'm like, well, I got to find this remote because I want to pause it. But all of a sudden she came in and said your name, everything. You got up like a dead man and went, oh, and clicked it right immediately. I was like, how did you do that? Like, how did you like press pause and it's like super dark? You didn't even have your glasses on. and you
Right.
just like clicked it and it was like off, and then your mother was talking in Spanish, saying like, what if your female cousins came around that were young, underage, saw this scene and everything because they were in the room next, and they could easily just saw it. That's wrong and all this. This is all in Spanish, so I can only translate so much.
Right.
But your mom was like real cool because I was the guest, so
Yeah.
she kind of like calmed down a little bit. We never finished that movie though.
We never did.
We never finished that movie.
Yeah, it was a sad time, man. I kind of want to watch it now. Like I feel motivated, but
Now that we're much older now.
yeah, I can see stuff differently. You know what I'm saying? But it was so crazy, bro. I remember that like yesterday was too funny, man. And like I gotta say, man, Vic, you literally was like an adopted, honestly, brother that lived in the house.
Yeah.
Because you were with us all the time, man. You've seen us doing so many things. I remember. Well, I don't know if you were there, but so Vic kind of knows how everyone's personality is now. Like in my mom's house, Daniel is the prankster for sure. Henry is he was a chef 24/7.
Yeah.
He would make food, steak, eggs, beans in the morning, like 7 or 8 in the morning. Lunchtime, burger, cheese, lettuce. 2 hours later, pasta, garlic bread, and just a lot. And then at 8 o'clock, eggs, beans, steak. And then 2 in the morning, eggs, steak, beans. And right, am I right, Ron? He made good food at that time.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, Henry was really good at cooking. I gotta say, even his salads, I was like very surprised because Henry was like big as hell. He was big. Remember that one time he tried to pick me up?
You got to tell what happened. You got to tell what happened.
It was funny. I don't know if he was. I don't think nobody was drinking because we were like what 20 years old at that time or something.
Yeah, we were young.
And so I think somebody had dared Henry to like pick me up. And now I'm bigger than Henry and I'm taller, but I don't look like as if I'm bigger than him. So he tried. I swear I thought I'd kill Henry because your mom's kitchen is so small and it's right there, and there's a counter, and he picks me up, lifts me off the ground. It was like no more than like an inch off the ground, and I swear I thought I heard his head hit the back of the counter, like he just went and hit the back of the counter. I thought I crushed his head. I literally thought it was like a cartoon movie, like a watermelon just exploded. I was like, dang, I just killed his cousin. And he just literally just bumped his head and everything. And I just like, man, see, this is why you shouldn't dare somebody pick up somebody like as big as me.
Right.
And but yeah, Henry was like cooking real good food and stuff like that. I remember in college, everybody used to call it super bad.
Yeah.
Like super bad, but then you always equate yourself to Michael Cera, but I was just like, nah, that don't make sense. I'm Michael Cera, you're Jonah Hill. Especially Jonah Hill never wanted to eat lunch by himself.
Dang.
And there was that one time where he's just like, I have to go do something. And I would be the same way. I'd be like, I gotta go see my teacher, my professor. I gotta go do something. He's like, nah, bro, just come eat lunch at the cafeteria. I'm like, nah, I have to go see this professor. I gotta do something. And he's just like, man, I can't eat by myself. And that's exactly like Jonah Hill and Superbad. You're like, you can't eat yourself. You can't eat by yourself at all. Even at home and stuff.
Right.
And like, I'll be like eating, and I come over to your house and be like, hey, bro, can you eat with me? I just said I ate. He's like, yeah, but I can't eat by myself. Right. You in your home. I'll just watch you eat. He's like, nah, man, that feels weird. Just go ahead and grab yourself a plate. I was like, dang, man.
No, we had good times, man. No lie. Like we even had one time I could tell y'all, man, this is a quick story, man. Like Vic knows about this story. So one time, my cousin Henry, he's very the typical man that if he's mad, he will lock himself in the room for a couple of days. Okay.
Yeah.
They call it the man cave when that happens. He literally had a room in the pantry.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
Yeah, in the back.
All the seasoning, the pots, that's where he slept. I don't even know if that was legal, But we made it happen. We made a bed. It came transformed into a bed. Like, I mean, I think that's where he got all his genius idea with cooking. But one time, I'm gonna be real with you. One time it was like 7 in the morning. My mom made breakfast. We was looking fired. She woke me up and says, David, I went to go talk to Henry and I told him it's breakfast. He doesn't listen. I said, Mom, just go talk to him. I'm tired. So my mom goes talk to Henry and she's knocking on the door. And, you know, she opens the door. Henry didn't lock it. Henry, I made you some food. You should come out and eat. And he goes, huh? And then my mom is like, Henry, this food, come out and eat. Huh? So my mom goes away and she goes to Kareem. Now, Kareem was this Middle Eastern guy, one of the coolest guy ever, and one of the richest guys I've ever met. And he goes and tells, my mom tells Kareem, go talk to Henry. He's not listening to me. There's food. So Kareem goes, okay, I got it. So he goes and he goes, Henry, there's food. Huh? And so Kareem is like, Henry, there's food. Huh? This is what Henry said. That's what Henry said. Kareem goes to my room now and goes, David, talk to your cousin. He don't listen. I tried. Tell him food. So I go, right? Man, if Kareem's telling me, I'm going to do it because that's my brother. So I got up and I was like, Henry, get your ass out of the freaking room, man. You've been there for a week. Come on, bro. You got to eat with us. Huh? I start getting mad. Now, like the force is taking over me, the dark side. So I said, Henry, come outside, bro. There's food for you. Your favorite plate, man. Come on. Huh? Damn. So I leave the room. I close the door. I was like, man, stupid. And so I go and see my mom. I said, Mom, Kareem, he don't want to listen. If he don't want to eat, he ain't going to eat. Forget it. I did my best. I tried. And I'm tired. And I'm angry. So we start eating. But that's one thing that I don't know where my cousin got this, but it is something I'll never forget my cousin now. And it's funny because now I've noticed that I started to take a lot of his attributes and I'm doing it like at work. Like a couple of days ago, I was talking to this customer. I was just having a regular conversation. And this is what Henry used to do. And I went, like I told the guy, so I told, hey man, Vegas is popping, right? And he goes, yeah, I love it, the drinking and the women, and it's the best place ever. And bro, have you ever tried you was talking about this restaurant I love? And I went, like I did the same thing my cousin used to do. And I'm like, damn, I'm sounding like my cousin now. Like everything I'm doing is coming out. But it's crazy, man. Crazy time, brother.
I hope you just ain't doing huh.
Yeah, the huh. Yeah.
Oh, that was the worst when he would do that. He would be talking to me. And he's like, so Vic, how you doing? Huh? I was like, I'm doing good. Huh? I just explained what like you just asked me a question. He always would do that. I don't know who finally got him out of it, but I think it took like a good 6 months, maybe a year for him to stop doing that. He kept doing every single time. It's just like, can you not hear me?
Right.
I said it. Now I gotta say it again.
Huh? You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's too funny, bro. That's too funny. Man, dude, do you have any do you remember any stories when Daniel pranked you? Like, do you remember anything that was a good one? Like he got you? Because I'm gonna tell you what he did to Jimmy, but I want to hear yours.
Oh, what he did to Jimmy? I would like to hear what he did to Jimmy, but I know he did this to you, and I know you could talk because he did this to you. I think maybe back in high school, but there was this one time he took and he hacked into my Facebook. He got my phone and he hacked into Facebook and he had posted this thing saying like me coming out the closet or some crap.
To you,
and,
to you.
Yeah, to me. And all of a sudden, I'm just seeing on my phone a bunch of people, like a bunch of notifications and crap. I'm just like, the hell, what did I do that was popular? I haven't done nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I see 19, 20, 30. I'm like, what the hell is this? And then I see he had wrote this post. He had got on my computer, and I must have left it open or something. He posted that, and then I had to go back and do a retraction. That's just like, no, this is not true. And because he did this twice. The last one, that was like the straw. But the first time he did it, it was like something I forgot what he did. It was stupid, but I was able to stop it before a whole bunch of people saw it.
Yeah.
I think he posted like a picture or something. It was really gross or something. So I took that off. But that last post though, I swear, my whole Northeastern, it would have been all over.
Damn, bro.
That would have been there. I had to go back, tell people, and then somebody even from class has said, maybe you should, put a lock on your phone or something. It was like our computer, but like I don't know what he did. And of course, one person in the family is a computer hacker, so he could have talked to him and got to my computer because he was the one who helped me set up the computer. But yeah, that's what Daniel always did. He always liked to do some crazy stuff, and I just like, man, I swear, sometimes I just want to just like, one of these days, Daniel, one of these days.
Dude, I remember one of your friends. He said, when he put that comment that you came in the closet. One of your friends says, "I'm so proud of you."
Yeah, somebody gonna say some. And the thing about also was like doing take or pass it back. So Josie has said this, and she's like, I didn't believe it. Like, and I'm just like, but you still liked it though. Like that's why I just like you still liked it though. But it's just like, well, it doesn't sound like you because it sounds like if this was true, you would like, you wouldn't do this on Facebook.
Right.
So,
right.
but I'm just like, well, why would you still like it though? I don't understand. Like, why would you do that?
I don't know, man. People don't know. They yeah.
And he did the same thing to you. He took your phone and he posted not something about like you had a boyfriend or something similar.
He put something.
And I saw that post. I didn't like it. I was like, what the hell is up with that? I'm like, why are you doing this, David? And then that's when you had called me. No, I had called you and said like, what's up with this post and everything? And it's like, nah, Daniel took my phone and posted this thing. So he got us both on the same thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in Northeastern.
True that. So he actually got Jimmy real good. He 2 a.m, Daniel goes to Jimmy's room and Jimmy knocked out. Now Jimmy, for those who don't know, Jimmy's big like Henry. Just I think Jimmy's more stronger, in my opinion. I don't know. And Daniel grabs a banana and whacks it in Jimmy's private balls. Jimmy got up and he's a big dude. Oh fuck! And he came out, started chasing Daniel, and Daniel, I've never seen Daniel run like a chicken. He ran. He went to Henry's room, made like a fort, put so many chairs by the door, so Jimmy, when he came through, he can't bust it. Jimmy could break that door. But it was so funny because Daniel was so terrified. Like it was just the craziest thing that happened. But I'll never forget that, man. Never gonna forget that day. But yeah, that's some crazy stuff. I ain't gonna lie, man.
The thing about it is like at that time, Daniel, he always looked older than what he was. He looked like he stayed 16 forever.
For real.
Like 16, but he looked like he was like 19, 20. He looked like he was our age. Yeah. In fact, when I first met him that day when we saw Fast Five and Taken, I literally thought he was in college with us, or at least last year. But he was like 15. He was like barely a sophomore. I was just like, okay, he's a little bit mature, but then you see he's always pranking people. And so you couldn't do stuff with him. Because, legally, we are older, We press charges, we can serve some real jail time.
Right. This time for real, not like little man.
I think he stopped when he turned 18. You see, he stopped doing that stuff.
Oh, man. That's so funny. I think there was one time you actually chased him outside.
Yeah, I did. because he wanted to see how quick I was. I was quick, but of course, I ain't gonna catch him. But a short distance. Oh yeah, I got him.
Yeah, he was like, "Damn, Vic is real fast."
It was like, yeah, shoot. You seen a bull?
Right?
A bull's pretty quick. You see him in
No, he
Spain
was
all the
quick.
time.
Yeah. That's true, man. It's so true, man. I think too. I remember one time, bro. I was like, Vic, I guarantee you can't do 10 pushes. Remember that?
Oh yeah, you bet that I couldn't do 10 push-ups, and I did 10 push-ups.
You did 10. I'm like, damn, Vic. They were, yeah. And I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I played football in high school 4 years. I might not have been as athletic, but I was still good enough. I could do
Yeah.
10. I think if you had said 20, that would be like, oh, okay, that's gonna be a challenge a little bit.
Right.
Try to do 20.
It's true. That is tough. That is tough. But you did shock me that day. I ain't gonna lie. You did shock me, brother. Oh man, but dude, honestly, man, we went out to a lot of parties, man, growing up, like going to college.
Yeah, went to a lot of places. Not as much as you though. Again, being an introvert, I'll just tag along time to time, and I'm just like, let me find this corner real quick. It took a while for me to finally like come out, like really around after a little bit after college, like finally like associating with people more and stuff like that. It's not the best for introverts. We it's not our thing.
Well, here's the thing I can share, bro. I think that when you drink, you talk a lot, which is great.
I don't say my secrets out there. You
Well,
know what I'm
when I
saying?
drink, you even know this. When I drink, I'm the same person that you're talking to right now.
You do a lot more Scarface impressions.
Yeah, I do
A
that.
lot of Scarface impressions all
I
the
tell
time.
you, I tell you, man. I tell you. You know, say this. I remember one time we went to like Carla's birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the day I got real messed up, Vic. Vic, that was the worst day I had to stay over, man. Dude, you and Gary or Ricardo had the best, man.
Yeah, me and him went upstairs.
Yeah. You know what I had to do? I had to put all the chairs together that were all metal and lay down on them because the floor was cold. And I had Gio and his boo, his boyfriend, in the freaking bed where I was supposed to sleep in. Andrew, my bad. Gio, my bad, brother. I got the wrong person. It was Andrew and his boyfriend in the bed, and I was supposed to sleep on the bed, but I couldn't fit. And yeah, so I was sleeping in the middle, and I was like, yo, this is the worst way to be drunk and to sleep on the chair, dude. It was so uncomfortable. I couldn't really sleep. I don't know how I did it. My whole back was hurting. It was a bad experience. But I do remember that night, man. I was dancing with everybody, and yeah, like it was a crazy time, but like I literally was drunk, and you're right, I did act like Scarface every 24/7. I was like, you'll say what I can do. I can drink all of it, okay?
Yeah,
Right.
sleep on chairs.
Yeah, right, right. You're looking at the bad guy, man. You see, you gotta like my finger. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was the first time I actually saw you, Victor, take a shot. First time, and it was the first time ever.
Yeah, I mean, at that time I'll take like a shot for like a birthday or something, like one, no more than two. I
Yeah,
didn't get drunk and stuff because I mean, it was something like about the smell or whatever. Also, I'm just like I really didn't want to get drunk, and like I was afraid to do something really truly stupid. So
yeah.
that's why I was just like I kind of held off from drinking. But it was primarily just like I didn't really like the smell of like certain alcohol. But yeah, I just take that one shot. That's it. Take two shots. I mean, I'm a big guy, so it takes a lot more shots for me to like, get tipsy or whatever.
Yeah.
Now that I know. But yeah, I remember that day. Me and Ricardo went upstairs because I was looking for a spot to sleep, and I'm just like, it's too late at this time. There was no Ubers. I don't even think Uber was invented. It
Yeah.
wasn't even around, so there was no lift. And I'm just like, everybody's too messed up. I can't go, and the bus is stopped, so I had no car. So I said, screw, I'm gonna go upstairs because I ain't sleeping on no floor. Everybody had a spot, and I saw you rustle up the chairs, and you're like, hey, Vic, here, I got some chairs. I'm like, shh, shit. I ain't fucking sleep on those.
Right.
So I went upstairs and slept on the couch, and then they had like this one thing where you could put your feet up. I forgot what they called. And Ricardo was sleeping across from me. And then Carla's father came in and put some like blankets on us because it got a little cold. Yeah, it was like, how many people up in there? I think it was like about 10 of us.
Yeah.
About 10 of us that stayed.
It was my first time meeting Eric, Carla, almost a whole group, Carmen. Like it was my first time, and I gotta say this, man. This is kind of funny. So I've been to Carla's birthday more than 5 or 7 times. I'm be honest with you, and they've become my friends. They are still my friends. So one time, Carla, the birthday girl, actually got married.
Mm-hmm.
Vic had to defend me and say, "Can if I'm well, how did you say, Vic? If you gotta invite David."
I told them, I like, look, if you don't invite David, he's gonna crash the party, regardless. You see what he crashes, that's gonna be David. Okay, he gonna show up, and you almost got into a fight,
That's a true
and you
story.
didn't even know.
I
You
was
almost got. The funny thing about it was, you were dancing with this one guy, with Ricardo's cousin's wife, and so he did. He was drinking with me all night. So every hour we were taking a shot together, and he was cool and everything. He was a big guy himself, and so he's just like, I'll never forget. He came up to Gary, and he's just like, "Who's that guy?" And he's like, he sees you dancing with her, and then Gary just completely just like, "Oh, that's Vic's friend." I was just like, we all went to Northeastern together. You know him for about 5, 6 years now. He's your friend too, but he just dropped it on me. And I'm just like, you gotta think about this, a domino effect. You know, if he fights you, then I gotta get in there. Then he gonna be thinking like, man, we've been, drinking together. We friends. And then what? Ricardo gotta jump in there. He's gotta be like, damn, who do I fight? My cousin, my friend. He's gonna be at odds. It's gonna be a whole big thing. So you almost started some stuff, see? And I invited you. That's it. No more ways for you, David.
That's it, man. But he was a good lawyer. Vic was a good lawyer because he got me in. That's a guarantee. The only thing I wasn't invited to was Orlando, which I wanted to. Was it Orlando? Orleans?
New Orleans.
New Orleans, yeah. I didn't
It
get
was
invited
it was
there.
because you weren't a bride's a groomsman.
I could have
It
been
was
I could have been the cameraman, man. I just say I ain't a brand man, but I'm the cameraman. Make sure take the
cameraman.
snap pictures. You know what I'm saying?
That was an amazing time, but I don't know how people can like just. They didn't come back home until like 5 o'clock in the morning each day.
Damn.
We were there for like 4 days, like 3.5 each day. Everybody kept coming home like around 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, look, the first day I did it at 5 o'clock, it was like no problem. Second day, I'm just like, nah, I only could stay like till 2 o'clock. And then the next day, Sunday, I was just like, nah, I can't do this. I gotta go back home. It's like too much. It's overload and stuff like that. It was just too much. Man, no, because I had to go to the bathroom real bad. And New Orleans, where we were in the Strip,
Yeah.
terrible place to go to the bathroom. I mean, you can see puke. I mean, you're walking in horse crap too.
Oh man.
Yeah, because they had patrolmen around with horses.
Yeah.
And of course, the horses gotta go somewhere, so they just crap on the floor. And I literally saw a person not like he blacked out and fell in the horse crap. I was like, damn, that's messed up. There was one guy, I think he had stole something from somebody, he ran away. And I was just like, man, y'all don't see that crap? I mean, it's all over the place. That's what I was looking at. I was just like, I'm not stepping in no horse crap. It was like this, and also we went during their Pride for Pride Parade.
Oh, okay.
Around that time.
AI.
Yep, community.
Right.
And so it was interesting to actually see. And then the guy's just like, yeah, y'all went on the wrong day. And it's like, see, if somebody didn't follow somebody, we would have been like, I don't know, Florida or somewhere, or California,
Or Vegas.
or Vegas. Yeah, exactly.
Well, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. My best friend Vic is gonna go into Vegas soon. About to see his best friend. Hopefully, he makes his flight because I gotta tell y'all something.
Bring that up, man.
My best friend last year, 2 years ago,
One time,
October, We bought the ticket together. We bought the hotel room together. Actually,
Motel. Yeah.
yeah. And he came over one night. We sat down. We were on my computer. I'm like, Vic, look, it's good deals. Let's make it happen. Vic's like, yeah, we're gonna go. Yeah, right. So we were planning everything. I got my luggage and stuff like that. I guess my flight was leaving a little earlier than Vic. So I head there, right? And I make it to Vegas, right? And I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
cool. Vic's gonna be there in like an hour. I get a call from my best friend. He's like, David, I don't know how to tell you this. I'm like, bro, what you gotta tell me that's so important? I missed my flight. And I said, how the hell did you miss your flight? He's like, bro, I got there and yeah, like the plane left. I'm like, bro, how long? What time did you get there? I got there like 30 minutes before the flight. Bro, you're supposed to get there 2 hours before the flight. And he's like, oh, snap, my bad. But I'll be there tomorrow. I just booked another one for tomorrow. So just stay at the hotel, do your thing. So I go on my first, Vegas trip. Not my first time by myself, but this is like my first time without my best friend. Like I wanted to hang out with my boy. I did not know, but the hotel that we booked was in the ghetto. It was so dangerous. I heard the people next door, they were like banging at each other, throwing bottles at each other. I heard the lady going, ah, bitch, yeah, stop it. And the guy's like, bitch, I'll smack you right now. And it was just like, dang, I was scared, man, for my life. The worst part is that my door didn't really have a lock and it had a see-through window. So everybody could see what I was doing. So I was terrified I was going to get robbed tonight. I was like, man, I wish I had my best friend because I knew I'm going to have backup. And I don't got backup tonight. So the first day I was scared sleeping by myself. Day two goes by. I'm walking around the strip. I get a phone call. What's up, brother? He's like, hey man, I'm about to be there, man. I made it to the airplane. I was like, oh, cool, man. The airline. Oh, well, not the airline. Yeah, the airport. He's like, man, I'm gonna be there. I'm like, cool, bro. I can't wait, man, because I had a rough night. An hour later goes by, bro. I gotta tell you something. I was like, what's up, man? I missed my flight.
So look, I'm gonna explain what happened the second time. So the second time I got there early, it was like around 2 hours still. Now again, how many times like have you gone like before you went to Vegas? Like how many times have you flown?
6.
Yeah, I only did once, and pretty much Ricardo did it for me. I have no idea. I've never, though I've been inside an airport, but I've never gone past. Like I never had to be like search and do all this, blah blah. I mean, they didn't search me, but I went through. So this is all new, okay. And to do it by myself, I had no idea. That's why I was like hoping like we would like ride together, so I would like at least know, because it took me a while to figure out where the terminal was, and then my terminal was all the way. The first time was all the way in the back, all the way, and it took like a good 10 minutes just to walk down there, 15 minutes about to just walk all the way down to that terminal. The second time when I went, so the person told me that all you have to do is just show up and show them this ticket that you had, and then that's it. So apparently they said I had to print out another boarding pass for the next day, and she told me the day before to like just show this old one, and that's it. And then I'm just like, well, where's the new one? And then they said like, well, you have to go here, 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 and all this. And then they just said like, okay, now you have to get in this line. I'm just like, well, she told me the wrong information. Like this person told me that all I had to do was just go there. It's like, no, you have to go get a boarding pass. So I had to go get one physically. And then by the time I got there, and like my plane doesn't leave in 45 minutes. Okay, 45 minutes. And then when I finally get up there to the counter and everything, I said like, okay, I need a physical boarding pass. I missed it yesterday and everything, blah, blah, blah. And then these people say like, oh, your flight already left. I was like, what are you talking about? I got like 45 minutes left. It's like, no, it already left. Like, it says, like, your flight has already left. I'm like, no, it says that it's supposed to leave, like, at 2:35. It's, like, 150 or something. It's, like, 140 something, 150. It's like, no, it's already taken off. And I'm like, I wanted to talk to the manager because I'm just like, I don't understand how is it that I had, like, really 45 minutes. Like I got there 2 hours early. And when I finally got up there and they tell me like, no, you have to go get a physical boarding pass, I'm thinking like, okay, well, I got 45 minutes. I can still do it. And it's still 45 minutes when I get up to the desk. And she's like, no, it's already gone. So the second time, I just like, look, it was just not destined for me to go to Vegas. It was just not like destiny. That I'm saying this time, I'm going to be like 5 hours like ahead.
Yeah,
I swear, if you get a call from me and say I don't make it, I think it's just a sign that I'm just never to make it to Vegas. Because I swear to God, I'm going to call you.
Yes.
Exactly when I leave, when I get to O'Hare, and I'm going to call you. And look, it's going to be 5 hours. Look, my plane says O'Hare leave at 5:45. I'm going to be there at 12 at noon.
Yes, please.
I don't fucking make it. If I don't make it, that's a sign.
If you don't make it, that's sad. Here's the thing,
that's a sign.
I'm gonna tell you something. When you get there, talk to the flight attendant when you make it to your gate and tell them, is this where I'm supposed to be? And they say yes, sit there until they open that door. Don't move. And then you go in there. Here's the thing about the ticket. So if a ticket says 4:35 or 12:35, that's not the time it actually leaves. It actually leaves about 15 or 20 minutes earlier.
45 minutes early though?
Yeah, well, for you it was 45 minutes, but I'm just saying it was like about 20 minutes already. So don't take what that card says to the heart. You gotta, I recommend, brother, because I'm gonna be sad and you supposed to come. This is the third time. If you miss your flight, I'm gonna be like, damn, my brother missed the flight. And I want to have a good time with my best friend. I ain't gonna lie. I want to show him Vegas like how I know Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
It's a sad story, bro. But let me
Vegas one time, man. One time I've only been in Vegas. And I remember it was hot as hell.
It was hot, bro. It was hot.
I was out there for 5 minutes. That's it.
Damn. Well, this time if you come on April, the end of April, it's not gonna be too hot. It will be hot, but not too hot.
Like you talking about like 90 degrees?
Like 85.
Oh, okay. That ain't bad.
It's not bad. It's not bad, brother. So real quick, man, I'm gonna wrap it up. This is the Outlet to Reality. The holdest podcast in Vegas and Chicago. What up? Don't forget to share, like, comment, subscribe. Cha-ching! And thank you, my best friend, Victor Collaso, for joining me. And last thing, guys, don't forget to, follow me on Instagram on the Outlet to Reality. My Snapchat is Take One Pass It. And last thing, for those who don't know, I also have a TikTok that's called at Yaakov 28, and my boy DJ Sincere. Don't forget he has his Twitch. I'll put the link below. Follow his stuff. He's a great DJ. And Vic, any last words you want to tell my fans or anybody?
This is a great podcast. You know, listen out for David, Yaakov. I don't know what I'm gonna call you, man.
Thank you, bro.
Yaakov, like your stage name. That's pretty much it, man. You're doing a great job.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, brother. All right, y'all. Peace.